Hey, what's going on? What's new? It's been a while since I've done a nighttime stream. I'm just happy to have the night off. Sorry about the delays as far as stream goes. Holy crap, it was a busy day. I thought I was gonna get home earlier. I did not. What's up, Knight? How you doing? Yeah. But anyway, looks like we're good to go. I'm gonna do some. We're gonna do Ocarina of Time tonight. Thanks to the votes, y'all, on Discord. Doop doop doo. Happy you're streaming late. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm happy to be. Oh, did that work? I'm happy to be doing stuff a little bit later too. I'd work at 2 p.m. Ah. Yeah, so you totally would have missed an 11 a.m. All right, that's all good. So okay, I have. Let's see. Does this work? Is this a decent sound? Is it too loud? I feel like it might be too loud. Let me turn this down. By the way, you got the expansion. Joining the club, my friend. Wonderful. Okay, that might be a little bit better. And then I'm on a family plan. Nice! Are you sharing it with your family, or are you... I've not yet checked it out. Nice, no worries. Also, I wanted to know... So one, I have cropped the camera. I have cropped the view on Switch. This is still on the Switch, as you can see. Another thing I wanted to ask is, does the audio sound clear? Is it... Because last time, both on Dread and on Ocarina of Time, it was, like, really glitchy. This should sound like pretty standard Zelda affair. You know what I mean? So far, so good? Okay, because before it was like... the whole time. And I was, like, so mad. Anyway. Excellent. Yeah, so you totally would have missed an 11 a.m. stream anyway. But anyway, it looks good, huh? I've cropped the edges off, and cropped the whole border around it off, so all you can see is just the game. Yeah, this is how the game is supposed to look. God damn it. Anyway. I know. I saw you post about knowing tell you the other stream about it. Yeah, that's okay. So did the Metroid one, unfortunately. The same day, I didn't update my settings or anything, so all of our streams that day had bad audio. Oh well, at least you could hear my voice, right? Apologize for being late. I thought I was gonna get home way earlier, but traffic was bad. Do I have bomb shoes yet? No. Okay, so we're just gonna... Oh, wait. Because of voting? Hell yeah, glitches. Yeah, we're doing Ocarina of Time because of voting, but traffic was the reason why I was late. I was all set to do either A Link Between Worlds or this game, no problem. Like, they both would have loaded up fine. Earthbound is not going to happen until next week. Either way, just... I said it was traffic because of voting. Traffic was because of voting, yes. Sorry, the timing isn't exactly perfect on these chats, so I might have moved on to a different thought and then missed my train. This day is election day. Oh! You know what? That could have been the case. I don't recall... There aren't too many elections going on, at least in my area of California. Plus, I especially think the guy that's got our representative seat in my district is pretty safe. I don't think he's gonna get outvoted because, I don't know, I may disagree with the people in my area. I'm a Cali dude, yeah, I live in California. I live about 2 hours from Los Angeles, but I'm not gonna tell you which direction. But anyway, I will tell you that the guy who represents us in this district is pretty set. I don't think he's got to worry about job security. Should have known from your skin. Oh, that sun. Actually, the skin is because my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, hails from the south of Poland. And apparently, they are very tan there. Because the elevation is so high, they don't have much ozone layer protecting them from getting sunburns and tans and stuff. So they just have genetically become very tan. And he was tan. No one else in my dad's family is all that tan except for maybe one of my uncles. But I got the gene somehow. Yeah, it's so weird. But I'm white as white can be as far as genetics go. My dad's full Polish, and my mom is like basically white. It's a combination of pretty much every, well, just a little bit of everything that has ever been in America. But yeah, interesting. What is your heritage, Knight? These are always fun discussions, I feel, especially on voting day. No, I'm kidding. So have you eaten Polish food? I have. I very much like most Polish food, although it tends to be a little bit on the bland side, but I very much like it. When we always have so when we do holiday gatherings or family gatherings with my dad's side of the family, there will often be Polish food. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but like there's pierogi, which is like, they're kind of like dumplings, but they have either sauerkraut or like mashed potato inside. Well, my father's from Israel and my mom is from Russia, but I was born and raised in America. Interesting. That's really cool. I know what a pierogi is. Yeah. So we do pierogis. We also do have kruszczyki for Christmas sometimes. Those are like fried, like deep fried sugar crisps. They're not that good in my opinion, but everyone else likes them. And then we do borscht on Easter, which is like a very sort of sour, oh shit, I missed. Just like a very sour tasting stew, but it's like, it's sour because it's like really salty and I like it, but it's an acquired taste, I suppose. God damn it. Borscht, yeah, you hate it? Yeah, okay. So there's really not all that much difference between us. We're just kind of a shared experience here. That's nice. It's good. I don't have to explain anything. Did you know you could skip this part on the 3DS version? Oh, I should showcase power crouch dive again. Oh, the button configuration is messing me up. Alright, hang on. I gotta do this. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit faster. Okay, I'm used to having BB on the other side. There we go. How would you say the graphics are for this game? I would say the graphics are just a bit better than the original N64. I think it's also better than what you could get on Wii U Virtual Console or Wii Virtual Console, because they don't have the resolution the Switch does. The Switch has better resolution than either of them. Resolution than either of them. It's just upscaled N64, which is like, I don't know, pretty good. Other than the fog issues and like some of the texturing issues in like the Water Temple and in the Kokiri Forest, where there's places where there's supposed to be a lot of fog, it like messes up the fog. Is it 4:3 or 16:9? 4:3. So, yeah, the game is in 4:3, but on Switch, there's like the extra little background just to fill up the rest of the screen to compensate for the fact that the Switch screen is 16:9. And I have basically just cropped it out so that you only see the 4:3 part on my little stream overlay thing here. No option to change it. As you can see, yeah, you see the right half of this and the bottom half of this has been cut off. Yeah, there's no option to change. The thing though is I can't complain too much. I don't like stretched resolution at all. I don't like stretched resolution, so I'd rather have it be compressed in. Though what I would like is, let's see if I can show you. Yeah, so this is what it normally does. This is what you see on the Switch screen. What I would prefer is if they got rid of that bottom part, that little flat black bar at the bottom, just filled up the screen all the way to the bottom, so there'd be just even less space on the left and right, and you could fill that in with like the plus and minus information. I don't know why it doesn't fill that up all the way, but anyway. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I suppose it's a little deceitful the way I've cropped it, but whatever. Let's see if this works. This works on 3DS, but... Oh, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh well. Nintendo do what Nintendo do. True. Alright, I need to switch back to... At least pausing is fast. Pause buffering is difficult as far as trying to advance one frame by frame in real time. Do you know this game by heart? Oh, very much so. I know this game too well. I've played it several times on the GameCube version, which is basically like... It looks the same and controls mostly the same as this. And I've played the 3DS version a couple times. Grew up with this stuff. This is probably... I think this is actually the first Zelda game I ever beat on my own. I did use a walkthrough, but it was like without asking like my babysitter for help. Oh my gosh. My babysitter was funny. She's my cousin. Or at least when I was like 5 years old, she's my cousin. And she would like enjoy video games from here and there. And whenever, because I was like 5 years old, I would ask for help all the time. And she would help out. But this is probably the first game that the first Zelda I've ever beaten on my own without asking someone else to play it for me. I braved the whole thing. Can you believe it? Anyway. Alright, we're good. GG. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm not gonna die. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I did the dungeons a little bit out of order. If you were here for the other stream, I did the first dungeon and then I went to the third because I did some glitches. I think it actually is faster to do it that way. This game is freaking broken as far as how well the speedrunners and the glitching community has discovered its inner workings and everything, and all the little coding secrets behind this game. So they have essentially made it so that with enough game knowledge and a little bit of skill as far as glitches go, you can crack it wide open and do whatever the hell you want to do. I don't have all that kind of skill, but I know a couple little tricks here and there that I find it fun to maybe showcase here. Like the power crouch step. Yeah, like Ocarina of Time in itself, like they cracked it wide open as far as we know everything about how it works. Otherwise, it's, I mean, excluding Switch hardware, it runs like a dream. Ocarina of Time is still, I would consider it a masterpiece. I would consider it a masterpiece. I might prefer to play the 3DS version due to, you know, the graphics being a little less dated and some of the mechanics working a little bit more as intended. But otherwise, it still is aged well. It's aged really well. The Majora's Mask, which came out only 2 years later, has aged even better. So, like, way better. So, I can't complain. These are great games. Highly recommend you play them. Yeah, I would say you might not say on Nintendo remaking this game from the ground up and adding new stuff like temples and enemies. I'm of two minds on this. I would say that's cool, but I would also like if they allow us to access the original game as is. Like, what if they basically just, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if I'd truly like that. Like, what if it was like one way I can think of that being a good thing is if you take like Breath of the Wild's base game and give it DLC that are basically just the dungeons from this game. I would enjoy that. You know, that would be fun. I'd definitely play through that. I know some modders have put the first dungeon from Skyward Sword in Breath of the Wild, which is really interesting. But on one hand, I don't want new players' memories of this game to be tainted by things that aren't in the original, because the original is really good to begin with. I saw that it was cool. Yeah. So I'd be down with that. I don't know if this game needs to be remade. I don't know if Nintendo should put their resources and focus on redoing this game for a third time. But it's good that we have a semi-decent way to revisit this in the modern era. And I think that anyone who hasn't played this game and enjoys Zelda-like games should play this game. As is. Whether it be N64 or 3DS. As is. How would you feel? Is that something you would prefer? There's something about the original 3D Zelda formula that just works. I would play both. Yeah, of course. I would definitely check it out, because why wouldn't I? You know, I've got to know, but... Yeah, I would say I wouldn't play it, but I'm just like, if I were from Nintendo... Oh, by the way, new gaming chair. I could just, like, sit back. You might not be able to hear me from back there, but... If I were Nintendo, I might not put all my energy towards remaking it. Try it and I'll see if I can hear you. Oh, okay. Alright, this is my like normal speaking voice, laying back this way. My mic looks like it's hardly picking up beyond the game audio, so you hear me, but does it sound good? I've noticed that my voice is really quiet in most of my streams, so I'm trying to remedy that. But it is comfortable. And it doesn't make all the nasty sounds that my other one did. Like I can rock it back and forth and it just clicks a little bit. Oh, because you're not talking to anyone. No, but I mean, like, even when I'm just like talking to myself or just talking as if there's someone watching, it would still sound very quiet, just as far from like a mixing, from a just pure decibels standpoint. Meanwhile, my friends have no mic issues. You did great. Brother! Just every Goron sounds like Hulk Hogan to me. How about a nice Goron hug, brother? I can make those decibel higher by saying Last Jedi is the worst Star Wars movie. Well, that's a totally different discussion. People want to see how I think about Star Wars, they can go and watch my other stream. They can go and watch the VOD. Ah, shit. I'm not even going to attempt a super slide here. Wait, no I am. I'm going to attempt one super slide. If I get it, look at how amazing I am. If I don't worry about it. This means nothing. Ugh! Wait, I'm trying one more time. Oh, whatever. I like how fast pausing is. Yeah, but I don't have to scream into my mic. That's the other thing I was thinking of, is like, it takes a lot more energy to project my voice. I wouldn't know where to go now. That's okay. I do. Open field. Yeah. It's cool. Although you can see in the map it's kind of just like a straight trail. Is it gonna see me? No. Nice. Okay. Let's go and grab a heart piece. I forget what's what. Oh, that's just a stone. Okay. Oh, I was gonna fall. Okay. I see you're the type to not kill everything when going on the exact opposite. I would kill literally everything. I think normally I kill everything. And you notice in my dread thing that I would just like fight everything even if I didn't have to. But just because I know that that one doesn't often bother you, I was like, eh, why bother? Very useful. Good. We got an update on time. Who needs the Goron tunic? I pre-ordered the GTA Remastered Trilogy. Nice, nice. That's exciting. So many new things coming out. I can't keep up. I actually want to get the Mario Party Superstars, but I need to save money. I need to not go broke. And there's just too much. I'm never going to get to play it all. I got it. It's my first Mario Party game. Oh! Nice! Have you played it yet? Or no? Is it just in your ginormous backlog? Because I feel that, bro. I feel that. Yeah. Yeah. First, I just got it an hour ago. Wow, dude. You pre-ordered the GTA Remastered. You bought the thing. You bought the expansion pass. What do you not spend money on? I'm kidding. Why am I so judgmental? Also, how do you feel about these, the original old Great Fairy? The very first 3D Great Fairy. Certainly a sight for sore eyes, right? Takes some time getting used to. Yeah. That's what we grew up with. I like the TP one, the Twilight Princess one. She's hot. I like the women thick. Fair. She's not, she's certainly not too skinny. But yeah, not 3D. Not polygonal. You like your women with sharp edges and polygons everywhere. Also, that laugh, creepy. Yeah. early, late 90s sound chips, man. Could only handle so much. And I bet that the original actress's voice was like, was it chopped to hell and back trying to find the right sound or just the right amount of megabyteage that wouldn't break the fucking sound system. So I have a budget for spending on media. Okay. Do tell. I would like to know your system. I may need to use it one day. I may need to actually establish a system or something. I have the lens of truth, right? Yeah. Okay. Keep my spending on 1,000 a year. Oh, okay. On all media. That's very difficult. I usually never go that high. Wow. Okay. Doing the math in my head, that's no less than 100 a month. Just over 100 a month. No. That's like 800 a month tops. Wow. No. 80 a month. What is my... Math! Daniel, math. 12 months divided by 1,000. $80, 960. Okay, got it. $80 a month. This year I went a bit over. Okay. It was a big year, to be honest. It was a big year, to be honest. With the PS5. Congrats. Sell it to me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. On birthday and Christmas time, I ask for gift cards, so I lose that on my media. Okay, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Smooth. Huh, I like your attitude. First time we ever meet Ganon. Ganondorf. This is his very first appearance ever. And soon I will rule the world. Completely blank expression. If you're streaming, who's the mod by Jacob stream? Jacob has multiple mods for his stream. I'm not the only one. This was supposed to be earlier, but maybe if I hold out long enough, if he quits before I do, maybe he'll raid me. Thought you were. Ah, no. I do mod, but I'm not the only one who mods there, so he should be fine. Plus, I don't think that too much happens in his, I mean, more happens in his channel than in mine. Anyway, but I don't think too much happens too fast that he can't just like put his controller down and like just ban someone if the worst case scenario happens, you know what I mean? Also, this chair tends to slowly sink. Has he been streaming longer than you? No. And that's part of why I'm jealous, but don't tell him that too much. He just... Yeah. He just is more extroverted. He had this whole network of like online friends, but he's consistent. That's true. And that's fair, right? I'm not too consistent. I'm also late. I have so much other things going on in my life that I miss deadlines and stuff. But main thing is he had his whole network of like online friends, and I never did. So he basically just like brought a lot of them over, and plus they helped get him exposure in the first place to other people that would, word of mouth in a sense. And having friends tends to translate into having more friends. And that's cool because he like hangs out in other Discords and like chats and like spends, or at least used to, especially when COVID was going on, is he would spend lots of time getting to know those people and and talking with them and interacting with their content. While I might do that if I had time, these days my life is sort of back to normal, so I just crowd whatever little free time that I do have onto streaming. It's all good. Yeah. And I respect him for that. In some ways, maybe he's a better man than I am, but you're a braver person than I am to stream. Let me tell you, the first couple streams made me nervous, but then when I realized nobody freaking watches, then I had nothing to lose. Then I realized I had nothing to lose. I'm kidding. But no, the first couple times I was really nervous. Ouch, yeah. First couple times I was real nervous, and then you just sort of get into this rhythm where if you like talking, especially if you're playing a game that you know and you don't have to devote too much of your brain power towards, like Ocarina of Time, then you can keep up the talking the whole time. There's also that old adage, pick something you're good at and stick to it. Well, I guess Zelda is what I'm good at. I've spent a lot of my life playing Zelda games. Especially nervous for this dude named Beyond driving you nuts. Yeah. No. Okay, so hate to kill the pacing of the cutscene. You are not supposed to see Ganon. The fog in this game, in this version of the game, is broken. It's supposed to be basically pure white and just barely seeing his outline. Barely seeing his silhouette. And then you can sort of see him a little bit better in this shot. Yeah. Yeah, I should play this on emulator, as you can see. Now you can see his face. Right. And this is fine. Yep. And then he fades out right about here, is where he's supposed to like fade into the fog again. He's still there. Anyway, all right. I would play this game. Should I do this? Should I do the take a shot every time he says time? Did you see the trailers for Book of Boba Fett and Morbius? No, I didn't. I'll get right back to that real quick. Should I? Maybe I'll have just a little sip, and I'll do like 4 sips per like actual shot glass here. Welcome to the part of the game where we play take a shot every time Rauru says time. This is gonna get ridiculous. Little sip of what do I got here? Southern Comfort. It's a whiskey. Yeah, I'm not going to go too overboard. I'm not going to actually do this. I'm not going to actually get buzzed on stream. I need to not do that. But this is funny, just for sake of funniness. And the text speed is going a little bit slower, so I'll be able to pace myself. The 3D version was hilarious because the text is going so fast, it's kind of hard to keep up. Every time Rauru says time, we take a sip, and we make a game out of it. I am Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Secrets, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Danny, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Two. Look, Danny, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. I'm a big kid now. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? What if I say no? Right. It looks like you're confused. Let me tell you. Again, from the beginning. Master Sword is a sacred blade achievement once we never. No! Did I just make him do more? Okay, these don't count. These don't count. Time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Alright. But remember, though you opened the door of time, in the name of peace, Ganondorf of the Gyarados, King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light. Oh, I was scared for a minute. And with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power has now only little influence, even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages, and add their might to your own. I think I counted 11 last time. Rather the sage as his power to yours. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Oh, did they change the dialogue? Temple of Time? No, I would prefer you to take 10 shots. Alright. As much of an alcoholic as I am, as good as my endurance is, I would be just fucking wasted after 10. And honestly, that would look kind of bad. Back in the Temple of Time! No, I'm not. This isn't Rauru. True. Let's get out of here. Here is where the unfortunate side effect of me having played Super Smash Bros. Melee before playing this game spoiled the whole fucking game. Have you ever done 10 shots with friends? To be fair, I don't remember exactly how many I did. One night I was at a party. Good answer. One night I was at a party. A bunch of my friends were there. A bunch of the friends from my this was a couple of years after high school. But it was my theater friends from high school. We were all in the theater class in high school, and they're a rambunctious group. So it was a really fun party. A lot of vomit the next day. But at least for other people, not me. I can hold my liquor. I did at least 4 when I got there. And then I maybe eventually got to 8 gradually through the night, and then I just don't remember the other half of the night. So yeah, everyone else was like too scared to like keep going, but I was like, this is in the stage of life where I was like, I'm invincible. I can do anything. I can handle anything. I'll take it on. I was wrong. I mean, I handled it, but I did not feel very good the next day. Holy crap. And there were lots of videos. Okay, this Temple of Time looks a little too dark in my opinion. But let's save. One cool thing about this being the Pro Controller and not my GameCube controller is that Link can run at full speed downwards. Again, there was something wrong with my GameCube controller where if I hold straight down, it's not like it only goes halfway or something. I don't know. But anyway. Are those Redeads? They are! The original Redeads. We should get Epona first. Yes, they scream, freeze you, and the ones in this game are actually a lot worse than, a lot more aggressive than the ones in the other games. It's a little easier to escape their range because they're a bit slow compared to Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Welcome to the part of the game where I sometimes fail for some reason. Okay, now this guy looks like Luigi and should totally be voiced by Charlie Day. This guy, not actual Luigi, but this guy should be voiced by Charlie Day. Recognition from the great Pepe Sylvia. Oh, I did the right one. We have to win our horse from captivity. Can I get up and up? Oh, I was holding a direction and just mashing A. Look at these state-of-the-art realistic animations for 1998. Hell yeah. The fact that you remember the Ocarina songs by heart is astounding. Oh man! Do you think about it? Oh, what do I still mess up sometimes? There's one of them I still mess up sometimes. What is it? Elegy of Emptiness? Sometimes New Wave Bossa Nova, yeah. Alright, have to run out the timer, I think. Asked me what I ate for lunch last week, I wouldn't recall. Me neither. But I don't know. I've done this enough times that I've actually just messed around as a little kid in these games for like hours upon hours and just played random songs. I'm surprised how much I remember, but I think it's got to do with like the things you do when you're little. Ever use an Ocarina IRL? Actually, funnily enough, I think today was the first day I ever like seriously considered purchasing an Ocarina and like learning to play it. I have used one. It was like in 4th grade or something where we went on this little field trip to like an Indian reservation, Native American reservation, and like you could buy these souvenirs, and I got like a little ocarina for free. It was like really cheaply made, so I couldn't play all the songs. By the way, speaking of buying stuff, you heard they were coming out with the Leia VFX lightsaber? That's awesome! I'm glad they are. Alright, I gotta get on the other side of this guy. There we go. That's awesome. No, and for the first time, like today, I just seriously considered buying an ocarina because I saw a TikTok about it. And I was like, I'll buy that and I'll learn it. And I'll do it for like the content and also just because music. Why in all my years of life of being a Zelda fan and being like and loving music, why have I never thought to actually buy one of these? Okay, I don't like redoing this because it costs money. Then you bring your Ocarina to the next Zelda launch and play it there. Yes! Oh, I need to beat him on this arc. And just cut him off. There we go. There we go. I did the cars thing and I cut him off. Yeah. And play it there. Bring my ocarina. Okay. To be fair, I did think about learning ocarina. When I started band in 5th grade, I was determined to learn all of the main like instruments that were played in Zelda. Yes, teacher, if you could learn the ocarina. No, because they didn't really have ocarina as something you could play in the band class, but they did have flute, which was the next best thing. So my first wind instrument, besides my dad teaching me piano when I was in like 2nd grade, I learned flute. Wind Waker, gotcha. Yes, I learned the Wind Waker. No, that's just conducting. Yeah, we have Epona. So I decided I would go like, okay, ocarina is like flute because it's like the closest thing you can get. Ocarina, guitar for Zora, drums for Goron, and weirdly enough, trumpet for Deku. I wanted to learn all the major types, so you get the woodwind, your brass, your percussion, your string, and everything. But also because, like, while the Deku is technically pipes, it sounds more like a trumpet. So I learned trumpet in middle school, and I never looked back. Also because I realized that flute was quote-unquote a girly instrument. And I was, I guess, not made fun of, but, like, seen as kind of a weirdo for wanting to play flute. So I switched to something a little more masculine. Yeah. No, for real, yeah, that was the vibe. I made fun of myself. That's what I did, really. Weird. But yeah, I will. Now that I actually have adult money to buy an ocarina, I will do so. I will learn to play it, and maybe I'll play some songs on stream or something. That'd be actually really fun. All right, I gotta beat Sundown. Heck yeah. Yes, I beat Sundown, but just barely. I wouldn't categorize instruments in male or female genre. Yeah. No, neither would I. But a lot of girls played flute. A lot of guys didn't play instruments, and if they did, it was like trumpet or it was drums. And those are the only things, especially in like elementary and middle school, like kids care way too much about what other people think of them in those situations. Must be an American Pie 2 thing. I haven't seen that. Get out of here. Alright, everybody, what's your best DMP race time? Because I'm gonna beat it. Oh! The fire looks real bad. It's supposed to be brighter and less transparent. And you were in band camp, you never watched American Pie 2, so sucks me. I will! But yes, this one time at band camp. I think 53 is my best time? No way. Okay, there we go. Hate time quests. I think it's less of a time thing because Dampy will actually stay ahead of you the whole time. You just have to be not too far away from him when he opens the door. But he will slow down like crazy if you're way far behind. The time is just actually for bragging rights. Oh, if you hate time quests, you're gonna love. We're going to do probably the entirety of the Big Goron Sword side quest right off the bat. So we can have the Big Goron Sword before we finish the first dungeon. First adult dungeon. Because I just like that pathing. Why'd you even do that? Ice Cabin first, too. How many dungeons are the game total? 6 adult, 3 child for 9 total, not counting... Yeah, counting Ganon's Castle, so 9. There are 2 mini dungeons. Is it exactly 2? I believe there are 2 mini dungeons. Consider Deku Tree a dungeon. Yeah! Yeah, you get, you walk in, it has a dungeon map and a compass. You get a key item from it halfway through. Use that key item against the boss. It has a boss. You beat the boss, and you get another story item from the end. Dungeon. It's more of a dungeon than any of the divine beasts in Breath of the Wild. And if we call those dungeons, then we have to call Deku Tree a dungeon. This is harder on stick than it is on buttons. I respect that. Yep. Deku Tree, Jabu Jabu, I don't call those dungeons. Oh, the Divine Beasts. I don't care what people say. My argument is they're at the four ends of the earth, just like in Majora's Mask. They're not long, but they do involve a significant amount of content before and after. You meet a race of people, which is similar to Majora's Mask and pretty much every other dungeon. They're all the same. They all have the same visuals, but they're all dungeons. Nothing new is added. The puzzles are different. The bosses are different. The bosses are actually different. They look the same, but they act different. And the actual and the number one thing that I like about a dungeon is they have like the central room mechanic, the little thing that you adjust that affects the entire dungeon. So you have to think of the entire dungeon as a physical object and use that to navigate. My favorite thing about a dungeon, all my favorite dungeons do that, and the Divine Beasts do. Plus, you get a key item at the end by beating the boss, so... But that's fair. I would love to try. Okay, any other Skulltulas I can grab? I was at the Breath of the Wild 2 better not have the Divine Beast dungeons. In your opinion... it is best to come from the spider house when we do this. In a lot of people's opinions. Yeah, but would you rather take... Yeah, but would you rather take them Divine Beasts over nothing? I'm gonna finish this shot glass. One day? I thought it was 3. It used to be 3. That's good. I don't think they're all that different from dungeons. They do have some things that are lacking, true. But I think in most cases they're pretty similar. I'd rather have Zelda or nothing. Oh. I gotta give it back to the lady. I don't agree. Breath of the Wild does a lot of things that are considered not typical Zelda, but I still love them. And in a sense... I think that a lot of things that Breath of the Wild does... What do you mean it does nothing? Oh, I have to... Oh my god, wait, because of... Would you feel the same if it wasn't a Zelda title? Okay, what I was gonna say 2 seconds ago is I was talking to the correct NPC with the correct item. I had brought... I will show you right now. I'll answer that question in a second. I will show you right now. I literally... So I was here. Right... with this guy. So I'm supposed to show this guy the chicken. I was pressing A, thinking A was C right, because that's what you think it would be. But A is talk to people. I'm supposed to press chicken. God damn it. Would you feel the same if it wasn't a Zelda title? I might consider it a little bit of a Zelda ripoff if it wasn't a Zelda title, and so that would make me feel a little bit salty about it. Like, I don't know, have you heard of Ocean Horn? Basically a Wind Waker ripoff. I feel a little bit of salt toward it because it's trying to be Zelda and isn't. Though I feel a little bit differently about Metroidvanias. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. You can call me a hypocrite. In my standards here. Breath of the Wild does a lot of things that I thought Twilight Princess was going to do, but didn't. Based on the trailers, I thought Twilight Princess was going to do it. And then Skyward Sword came out, and I was like, ooh, maybe it'll still do it. And then it didn't. You play Ocarina of Time, and it's like, yeah, this game is great for N64 standards. It does everything an N64 can do to get as close to the thing I want Zelda to do as possible. Sure. But it still doesn't come close. I really think that the whole section where you are in the Lost Woods and you find your way through the Lost Woods and you just happen upon the Master Sword is just has that feeling that no other game besides Zelda could ever replicate. Twilight Princess got close because you weren't looking exactly for the Master Sword. But in another sense, I don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'd be like I would actually feel like, okay, Nintendo, get your shit together. If it weren't a Zelda title. Yeah. Oh, I can bomb this. This 20 FPS and a good amount of input lag is kind of got me messed up. My movement's a lot more tight normally. I haven't had to use the control stick to maneuver through a menu in this game in a couple years. The 3DS version has spoiled me. And the Wii U version of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker has spoiled me. Moving the controller to select an item? What? Moving the control stick to select an item is what I mean? Never heard of it. It feels so ancient. Let's get... There's nothing in there. Do you have a Wii U? I do! I need Ocarina, which is not automatically assigned. I do have a Wii U. I used it to play Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the marathon. I also am going to use it for Phantom Hourglass, because that game just cannot be played with anything other than an actual stylus. And I don't want to buy a DS. I'm a console guy. Nice. Yeah. I forgot to do many things. I forgot to do many things before becoming adult. Oh well. I'll come back. That's just 50 rupees. Oh! Oh! So close. What? I have to hit this guy with a bomb. You have to time it just right. There we go. Hear my name and tremble. I am Danny, hero of the Gorons. Brother. What? Your name is also Danny? Dodongo Buster. That's me. Thanks. To my friend, Danny of the Gorons. Wait, you name them? No! He actually, yeah, like he explains. Darunia names, this is his son. Darunia names his son after you. So whatever your name is on your file is what this Goron is named. Yeah. It wouldn't be until Twilight Princess where you could actually have more than one name you establish for anything. And Twilight Princess only lets you name the horse otherwise. Yes, please. Thank you. I'll take it. Don't tell me I need a long shot for this. There we go. Doesn't look like I give a shit. No, I have enough hearts. We're fine. Learning the songs out of order slightly. Can I beat Fire Temple right now? No, it requires bow and arrow. I wanted to sequence break. One of my favorite songs. That's a lot harder on the C stick than it is on buttons. Oh my god. That'd be RLRLYRYR on 3DS, which I'm actually now used to for some reason. The blasphemy. I have learned the blur of fire. Bye! I would like to get the Megaton Hammer. You don't get it until really late in the fire temples. Unfortunately. I need Din's Fire. I need to not mess that up. Crap. I need the little thing that comes with doing that area, 50 rupees and a Skulltula, which I don't really need yet. The whole thing in the middle of here is gone. Not a problem. Did it just change to daytime? Is that what that was? Wait, or is the game now running new Lua scripts that tells me that this is the place to use Kojiro? That's what it is! Yeah, that must be what it is. Wow, the Nintendo is making this a little bit easier on new players. I'm a nice guy. Thank you. Mr. Nice Guy. Okay. I'll make it quick. Oh shit. Load times are pretty quick, which is nice. This is part of the Big Goron Sword trading quest. Go to all these complicated places and deliver these items to the complicated people. Maybe you can tell, is Ocarina of Time Master Quest basically the director's cut of Ocarina of Time? Yes and no. Master Quest is like... has there been... No, Master Quest is like Hero Mode Ocarina of Time, but they don't change... sort of DLC. They don't change the amount of damage enemies do. They don't change the amount of hearts you can get. But they do change the layout and the puzzles of the dungeons dramatically. I don't remember... I basically do not remember how to do any of the dungeons in Master Quest. So... yeah, because their designs are just so different. I mean, they have the same, like, they have the same look and generally the same room layout, but they add different obstacles and different keys are locked, and the keys are in different places and the items are in different places. So, yeah, it's like a different game as far as just the dungeons. The overworld is completely the same. Everything outside the dungeons is exactly the same on Master Quest. I need to go around here. Madison channel closes. Oh, I need to change the daytime. So I make it. For people who want a slightly different experience. It was so funny. So, Master Quest was originally going to be what Majora's Mask was. Where Eiji Aonuma was like, yeah, okay, so we just made Ocarina of Time. Let me make a whole new Zelda game. And Shigeru Miyamoto was like, so why not do it for the other Zelda games? Because I think what they do now is... so that used to be a lot more of a practice in Japan, especially in the 90s. That used to be a thing where they would just take the same game and make it slightly harder and then re-release it. In America, that doesn't seem as appealing. So, here's the deal. Eiji Aonuma was like, okay, we just made Ocarina of Time as a huge success. I designed the dungeons. I can do a lot better. Put me at the head of a Zelda game and I'll make it really good. And Miyamoto was like, we just spent a fuck ton of money making all new stuff for Ocarina of Time. Just do a remake. Just do a sequel. And the sequel is just going to be basically exactly the same game but with different dungeons. Trust me, people are going to buy it. And Eiji Aonuma was like, yeah, but what if we just make a new game? Have a lot of the same assets, but like a new story, a new adventure. Is this time based? I don't think it is. And so Miyamoto was like, all right, fine. I'll let you do your... I'm still going to release my thing eventually. But I'll let you do your game. And you only have 13 months. And Eiji Aonuma was like, bet. And while he was doing it, he was stressed as fuck. But he made Majora's Mask. Basically leading the entire Zelda team on Majora's Mask. And it was amazing. Made in just over a year. But why not do it for other Zelda games? Because, like, why 13 months? Because Nintendo had just spent a lot of money on making this game. Because all this stuff is, like, groundbreaking, especially for the N64. This stuff was, like, state-of-the-art at the time. And that's expensive to make. A lot of new resources. A lot of new, 3D models. Something new for Nintendo, at least at the time. an adventure of this size barely fits on the cartridge. That's a lot of content for why not give them time? Because they wanted to see a turnaround. They wanted to see... They felt like they could get more profits out of what they had made for Ocarina of Time. After all the work they put into Ocarina of Time, they could get more profit out of it. So Miyamoto wanted to do like the bare minimum, and Eiji Aonuma was like, let's do a little bit more. And so that was like the compromise. I don't know, is Miyamoto being kind of a greedy bastard. Because time is money in the corporate world. I don't know what the exact reasoning is, but anyway, he made it, and it's fucking incredible, in my opinion. But, where was I gonna go with this? So, I think doing Master Quest is kind of a greedy cash grab. And I think a lot of the times what they do is they just have the new dungeon ideas have their own full dungeons. Like, if you have this new idea for a new layout and a new, like, arranged new order of rooms to do, or a new, you know, then just put that in the next game and give it its own aesthetic, and give the dungeon a unique aesthetic. Wish they had that now through 2 months in the next Zelda title. Yeah, but that's crunch time and terrible for the developers. Sure, if developers were gods and they could just churn out whatever they want in unlimited time, yeah, sure. But no way. COD does it. Yeah, but COD sucks! Hot take, COD sucks! The cool thing I like about Zelda is that every single one is different. It means they care, it means they put effort into it, you know? COD, every single one's the same. Every single one's the same. Are you playing devil's advocate with me, or are you being serious? I'm sorry I got ranty again. God damn it. You always manage to do this, Beyond. Also, do you prefer Beyond or Night? I just want more Zelda. Yeah, but the reason why you want more Zelda is because Zelda is good. Nobody wants more COD. If they wanted more... More COD is bad because, like, when they release a new game... You can call me Johnny. Oh, really? Is that your real name? Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice to meet you, Johnny. Daniel is my real name, so you don't have to worry about that. Johnny-il is mine. No fucking way. Wait, joking, okay. Oh yeah, I made that. Sick. His input lag is mad. Because you're like, Daniel, it's yours, and I'm like, no duh. Hey, what if I just made it up? Huh? Oh, there's a different one. So of all names, you chose Daniel. Yeah, right. I don't know. What if I like the Bible story? Oh, he follows you. He doesn't have a determined path. I would like Shade as a name. That would be cool. I thought about... I once was Pivot. No one likes the Bible story, not even the... Not even the Bible likes the Bible story. That's so true. No one likes cod, not even cod players. Everyone likes halibut. Sorry, that was the worst dad joke I've ever come up with. Welcome to Ice Cavern. This is a mini dungeon. Oh yeah, it has 3 mini dungeons. I forgot. I like to do the COD single player campaign. I guess. I've still never been into it. Where's my mini map? AC used to be yearly. The problem is that when AC is yearly, it also tends to suck. Like, they do a good one every other AC game, and then the one in betweens are just kind of bad. So, rock on a hard place, my friend. I do think that, and hey, like Miyamoto says, like he now says, the goddamn hypocritical bastard, like he once said, a rushed game, if it's bad on release, a rushed game will be forever bad. But a delayed game can be eventually good. Live by that shit. The issue with being here right now is that I don't have the bow yet. So fighting these guys is going to be a lot harder. Yeah, funny you said that after the 13-month Majora's Mask crunch. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it's not that delaying games is always good, but if the game is bad when you release it, it can only be better by not rushing. But yeah, no, I agree. That's really fucking hypocritical of him. Unfortunately, he was right. The second time, he was right. Oh, fortunately, he was right the second time. The unfortunate part is that it took him 2 tries to get it right. Yeah, so like if you think about it, AC1's pretty good, but I'm sure they had plenty of development time on that, especially because it was like what, 2004 they came up with the idea after quitting Prince of Persia. If you keep delaying a game, there are issues with development, people lose interest. But Metroid Dread is the counterexample to that one. Look at how much hype Metroid Dread brought because it's been so long. Yes, Duke Nukem Forever. No one gives a shit. True. But oh fuck, I just used it again. God damn it. Because they stopped talking about it. But would Metroid Dread have sold as well if they released it on time? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a post hoc argument I'm trying to make here, and that's my fault. But I don't think it would have. Could you imagine if they released Prime 4? If Nintendo was unhappy about it? Like, imagine how unhappy we would be with it if they released that on time. Was Dread actually announced 10 years ago? It was in talks. It wasn't shown teasers, but teasers don't mean shit. Yoshio Sakamoto said, I would like to do, and said, we are making another Metroid Dread game called Dread. And we plan for it to be, talk is cheap. So were teasers. But they said, this was a little bit before the DS came out. They said, we're making a new Metroid game and we want it to be for the DS. When it releases in like 2006 or whatever. Or when it releases in 2005, just a year after 2006, right? We're making Metroid Dread, it's going to be for the DS. And then the DS came out. And then we're like, okay, well, where's Metroid Dread? And then Metroid Prime 3 came out. Metroid Prime 3 came out, and one of the scan logs says Project Dread is nearing the final stages of completion, which is a teaser. Well, yes, teasers, then title, then interviews, then nada for years is true. But you can. It was in develop. Like they were thinking. Yoshio Sakamoto, who is basically the man behind Metroid right now, or kind of was in the beginning, but he's the man in charge of Metroid, and has been for the longest time. He says we're gonna do Metroid Dread, and we're gonna do it for the DS. And the DS comes out, nothing happens yet for the first year or so, and then Prime 3, the scan log says Project Dread is nearing completion. So everyone was like, "Holy shit, Dread is real. We're gonna do it." And then nothing. Complete silence for years. After Prime 3 came out, nothing happened. Talk of Prime 4, still nothing. Samus Returns comes out, cool. And then Samus Returns gives Yoshio Sakamoto the confidence to hand a new game to Mercury's team. But anyway, I need another bottle. But yeah, literally from 2007 or 8, whenever Prime 3 came out, to 2021, nothing on Metroid Dread. Period. And then it just comes out. The reasoning Yoshio Sakamoto gave after the fact was that it was the same reason we didn't get a Metroid game on N64. I just didn't like what the system had to offer. So you wait until it's done? That's the thing. So okay, so you wait until it's done to even announce it in the first place? Is that what you're saying? Okay. That I don't hate. But investors hate it. Investors like if you can keep the hype rolling consistently. And the way to do that between releases where it takes a long time... Oh, why did I do that? That was a complete waste of time. And the way to do that is to keep announcing titles even when other people are playing other games. It can backfire, that's true. But that's where the money is. That's almost literally... Look at Cyberpunk. Delayed and is still bad? That's true. If that's the point you're trying to make. Delayed and is still bad? That's true. But you know for sure that it isn't bad because it was delayed. It's not bad because it was delayed. It's bad in spite of its delay. They didn't use their time very wisely. Oh. I forgot which way I have to go. I think it's this way. Yes, okay. Maybe we just take all the L's. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Let me figure this out. Do takes me there. Do takes me there. The way to get there is that way. Yeah. Yeah, the point of the delay to fix it, no need for day one updates. The other reasoning for that is that sometimes you can, even if there is testers, even if there are like dedicated people that you pay to test the game, by releasing it, even after like the testers test, and then the testers find everything that they can, but there's only a hand like 5 people testing it at a time. Like that's maximum. and they test the game. They find all the stuff that they can in a limited amount of time. They usually don't comb through every single aspect of the game. They are paid to do as much as they can in a little amount of time, but they're not given much time. And even if they were given a lot of time, that's 5 people. How are you going to... So what they do is they instead, when people buy it, they are another round of beta testers. It's like test screening a movie where you just use the people that would be the audience to give you tests and then make final changes. But that's a lot more awkward to do that in a game than it is on a movie. I agree with that. The optimal way to do this is in 3 pushes. That goes nowhere. 1 down, and then you get those 2. And then you go up, out, down, over, up, back, and you get that. Or you go up, over, down, back, get that one. Yeah, it's 3 pushes. That stinks. I want to do it in 2. Alright. The cool thing, though, is that even with a delay, if your game is good enough, it's worth the replay to tide you over until the next game comes out. The Assassin's Creed version of that is if your game is long enough, but that's just like makes it less fun. Alright, so that's 1 set of pushes. Then we do the second set. I think it's possible in 2, but I haven't done it. Maybe it's possible in 2 pushes with the hover boots? Do I actually need to do this? Yes. Okay. In order to get blue fire, yes we do. If we didn't need blue fire, we don't, I guess. I suppose. Oh. Doing a little bit of glitch hunting here, I suppose. Oh yeah, you don't need. You only have to do 2 pushes. Great. Okay. So then we just go this way. Stop. Cool. Ta-da! I feel like I'm moving a lot slower than I normally do. This input lag is certainly a bit of a burden. Joke of a mid-boss. Now this will allow us to unfreeze King Zora. I'm doing this a little out of order. Oh well. There's a faster route. Seeing Link with such small eyes is so weird. Yeah. Very anti-anime. I think they purposefully like designed him in a Western style for this game. We have since changed our, you know, back in the day when everyone was like, anime cringe. Not the usual Link eyes. The original art for Link used to be very American. Very, very more Disney, less, or very old style Disney, less anime. But since United States has become far more accepting of anime in recent years, gradually, probably my favorite song in the game? Yeah, my favorite warp song in this game. Serenade of Water. Bolero's cool. But not as cool as Serenade. Up. Go. Sorry, my Cortana activated real quick. Alright. Time for Pause Mania. This is certainly a flaw of the game. Funny thing is, Sheik has typical eyes. True! They tend to be far more critical and more have a stronger eye on the main character than they do the side characters. That's true for movies too. They'll never let the main character be gay, but it'll always be the side characters. Ever notice that? You can equip and unequip the iron boots several times in order to avoid getting the timer. But that's a pain in this version. Because you have to pause and then cycle over, press A, unpause. Unthaw the king. The echoes are whack too. I don't know if anybody else has said that in the speedrunning community. Pretentious fuck. I have to be on his pedestal to talk to him. Tomorrow, I don't know what time you have work, but tomorrow I'm going to be starting around 12 my time, so 3 your time, showing my friend Sea of Thieves. Showing Jacob Sea of Thieves. For the first time, he's finally committed to doing it. So that'll be fun. I get to stay true to one of the characters in my banner. Okay, now we take this to the kid in Kokiri Forest. We can go get... Oh, we're not trying to go to the Forest Temple yet. Well, it doesn't matter really, I suppose. Wait, yes it does. Let's save extra time. Let's just go straight to Fado. Nice! Did you finish Dread? I did! You were there! Weren't you? Oh, did you leave right... You left right before I finished. Yeah, I think you left right before I finished. It's in my archives. It's still on Twitch. But it will also be on YouTube. The first couple videos of... The first couple streams of Metroid Dread I have on YouTube already. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Take the poacher shot, GG. Thank you. It was a very good game, a very good finale. I'm very impressed with that, and I'm proud to own it. There we go. Did it feel like a finale? Yeah, it was fast-paced. The game was very concerned with doing the escape sequence, and oh, I'm not going to spoil much, but was very concerned with doing the whole escape sequence, and you just beat the final boss. Does Samus die at the end? No. No, she does not. The arc concerning the Metroids, excluding Samus herself, the Metroids are no longer a thing. Then how is that a finale? What do you mean? Games can be finales without the main characters dying. Does she find peace? Well, I guess I sort of have to spoil a little bit for that. I believe it is confirmed. Does she get a family? No. Her final ties to all families get obliterated. To any sense of family gets obliterated. And that's a good thing. Because the Chozo were alright. Does she and Ripley get jiggy? Why do I ever take you seriously? Then how is this a finale? Is that a question you're really asking right now? Play the game. I don't want to spoil it. Oh, okay. Okay. The Metroid are no more ever again. The X are no more ever again. It is not the end of all Metroid forever, but it is a solid finale for the Metroid arc. How do I explain? So the next game won't be called Metroid. Yes, it will, because it's still the same franchise. And it also will... Oh, I need the bow for this. Do I? No, I don't. I should have the bow. Maybe I won't. I'll do it without. I can do it without. I'm too good. It will be called Metroid. This is mad confusing. Metroid in the Chozo language. Metroid is a Chozo word, and in the Chozo language, it means ultimate warrior. So, in a sense, Samus is Metroid because they built her to be the ultimate warrior. Well, they also built the Metroids to be the ultimate warrior. I got caught on purpose. They also built the Metroids to be the ultimate warrior, but they they learned that that was a bad idea because the Metroids took over everything. And then Samus killed all the Metroids, and then she learned that was a bad idea because the X-Parasites, their prey, ended up killing everything. or ruin the ecosystem and everything, and would kill humans and stuff. So while Samus, if you played any amount of Fusion, you know that she still has bits of Metroid in her. That is still the case. She still has bits of Metroid in her, so in a sense, she is the last Metroid. She is also still the Chozo's ultimate warrior. Can I kill her? Can I stun her, please? So the game can still be called, next game can still be called Metroid. However, so what is Samus gonna do now? Well, die. Sorry, Gerudo needs to die. There are some unanswered questions regarding Zelda's lineage, regarding, I believe the X are dead for good. But there will be other threats. For example, Phazon. I believe Dark Samus is no longer at large. But Ridley might be. Did you say Zelda? Maybe I did. Fuck. They're both blondes. They're both famous Nintendo characters. Okay, I can do this. Oh yeah. Wow. Nintendo do love the blondes, that's true. Samus's lineage, like Peach and Rosalina, true. Yeah, so there are some unanswered questions, but I feel like, especially if Dread did well financially, that there's no reason to stop the Metroid franchise, and so they do leave a couple things unanswered. But the whole deal with, yes, the X are gone, the Metroids are gone, the Chozo are gone, for sure. They might retcon that, so another reboot. Not really. They're, like I said, they're unanswered questions. Not that every question is answered and they need to just do it again. If there's a sequel to Dread, there will be at least story-wise very different things going on. Story-wise, very different things going on. Gameplay-wise, there better not be very many different things. It better be the exact same. Oh. You think Nintendo will go back and unmake Dread the final game? Alright, let's say this one more time. The final game in the Metroid the Parasite arc. The final game in the Metroid the Parasite arc. Not the final game in the entire franchise. Okay. I don't think they'll make the Metroids. Okay, alright, just making sure. Just making sure, because a lot of people on Twitter don't. So, not that I think you're that stupid, but just, hey, I want to clear up any confusion in the wording here. Sorry. Then they need to know about Prime 4. They do. The Prime games have been following a very different arc anyway. They've been following the whole Phazon arc anyway. But it could have story tie-ins to Dread. I think it'll be more in the background lore and not overt as much, but... Oh, okay. I really can't hit that. I really can't eat any of that damage from that jump attack. Okay. You're right, you can't hit that. she does have good blocking skills. I don't need to hit that. I love my girlfriend. I see someone wants to hit you. True, and I'm loving every second of it. With those hands waving. Oh. That guy? Dude, the carpenters are all gay. I love that. That's my headcanon and I love it. It's just like Breath of the Wild. The carpenters are all gay. Oh my god. Coded gay. Not overtly, but coded gay. And they say Breath of the Wild isn't a proper Zelda game. Ooh, watch out. Oh my gosh. We are not going to go there with Breath of the Wild. What do you mean? I love Bolson. Bolson's great. I'm kidding. Come on, give me the jump attack. I meant calling it a Zelda title. It does what I always wanted a Zelda game to do, so I'm happy. Plus, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be different in several ways, I'm pretty sure. So, whether that's for better or for worse. Just having all the wrong opinions, Knight. Just having all the wrong opinions, John. Hot take. No, I know. You've made that clear. Alright, I need to go back the way I came. Okay, but to be fair, I don't think Breath of the Wild is a Zelda game. Hasn't even played Ocarina of Time yet. Yeah, whatever, dude. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Oh, I can't, like, stun them. Holy crap. Alright. I need to be... I can do this. I still don't consider Ocarina of Time a Zelda title. Yeah, but you haven't played it. Fake fan. I'm kidding. Fake fan. No, I'm kidding. I'm honestly kidding. I don't believe that. I think people who say fake fan are really dumb. There should be no gatekeeping here. Didn't play it yet. You should. It's really good. Keyword yet. No, yeah, I don't doubt that you will. I'm really curious how one usually does this next part without the bow. Or the hover boots. That's my other issue. Ho ho. Ho ho. Still alive just for you to start a Friday. Nice. Okay. Fuck. Okay, there we go. There we go. Haha! That's the way to do it. If you don't have the bow, I guess. That was fun. I love stealth sections in Zelda games. I don't know why they're too fun. Killing women. Yes! Nah, this game kept its E10 rating. You're just stunning them. I do not yet have whatchamacallit, but I do have save states and I can do a mega flip. Ready to see a new glitch? First try, baby. It's called a mega flip. Where did I miss? Oh, probably that room. Cool, I guess. You can't normally make that jump. You either have to use the bow, or sorry, the long shot, or you have to use the long shot or the scarecrow song, or hover boots to do that. Where's the fourth one? I think I know where it is. I have to do this shenanigan again. Huh. Wait, does that work? I'm curious. Oh. There we go. What if I got unlucky and that stunned Gerudo got up way too early? Okay. Isn't there supposed to be a door over here? No. Where am I missing then? Where haven't I gone? I never got what using the hook shot on them stuns them. Yeah, me neither. So I've been here. Why am I forgetting which one it's supposed to be? Is this a glitch? Can't be. I've already got that. I've checked out both of those solutions. Forgot the game I see. I know! It's this part that's confusing. I've already done that. Okay, I don't need to go across that path anymore. It's that door. I knew it. Where's that steel trap mind? I don't know. One more time. I figured it out. It's blink and you miss it, BS. Aww. Alright. It's at the top, and you just have to fall down after you do the mega flip thing. Alright, here we go. Huh, you don't know anything. Hey, what's up, Nye? How you doing? Speaking of girlfriends, what's up? How was your night so far? I'm stunning. Get it? Good, 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 good. Forgetting my way. I'm losing my navigational senses. Although I'm sure you know that's a common occurrence. Oh! What do you mean? Alright, I need to find a better strategy. I'll just do what I did last time. Second time. Third time's the charm. I know. Alright, so I can just not give a crap about this one, which is nice. If I had the bow, this would be a lot easier. A rush playthrough is bad forever. I'm taking my time. In general, anyway. Like, I'm doing this a little early, I suppose, but like... Have you seen my inputs? They're slow as fuck. Wait, I'm curious. Can I just jump up there? Oh, gainers are easy as heck, though. Wow. Can I gainer up there? I'm not supposed to get hurt by that. Hang on. There we go. Haha! Forget it. That's the door I need to be through. Alright, then I need to do this. I'm gonna cheat. Forget it. Yeah, there we go. Yay! I just needed to flat jump, whatever you want to call that. I forgot what it's supposed to be called. But the same glitch I used to skip like the first quarter of Dodongo's Cavern. Rush playthrough. But a delayed playthrough is forever good. See, I delayed my stream. Forever good. Oh, okay. I get hit, but I'm okay. Depends on the day. Depends on the game. Oh yeah. Nah, we were just talking about how I would never hit that girl, you know what I mean? Is that true or is that false? I never said such a thing. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a VOD coming out someday that will prove you wrong. Lies. Coming out someday as in like next week. Because these things take a week. I don't know why. This one. Watch the audio have issues. Oh no. That's okay, because you'll still be able to see the chat. Especially that supposedly saying. Nah, you'll still be right here, caught in 4K, my friend. I actually streamed this at 2K. But Twitch only takes 1080. Not 2K, 1440. Cool. Now we can forget about all that. And we can go... We want to go to... Bolero. There we go. Dang it, I forgot about the chat. It's already 10:30? Holy fuck. I'm gonna quit somewhat soonish. I need to get up early to take my sisters to school. We are going to the top of Death Mountain. Yeah, this game just feels slow because just behind. Like, and all the inputs are behind. Alright, let's take that fast track up to the top. I got the knife. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's a neat little mechanic where if you place the bean as a child, 7 years later it grows into a plant. Oh. That guy has always missed me in the past. Also, great brownie points for making you GF a mod. Respect. Wait. How's it brownie points?